Okay, for palette knife painting, you guys first need to pick out a palette knife, and there's different options. My least favorite are the flat palette knives, just because I don't know how to handle these as well as I do the ones that kind of go down a little bit, I guess. I can just maneuver the paints and the materials better. Same thing with just the plastic knives. This is gonna be more scraping, and we actually wanna be thinking about spreading the paint instead of scraping the paint. Okay, so other palette knives, this one would work also because you can spread this instead of scraping it. So just choose a palette knife to experiment with, and then you'll see how it goes today, and you'll see what you like and what you don't like. This one is actually kind of nice because of the way it's shaped. You can just get more detailed areas. But what we're gonna be doing is talking about how to create a palette knife background with more than one color, because we don't want a flat color in the background. So to do this, you will need some room, and then we're gonna be using the big containers of paint. So I'm gonna do some white and some cobalt blue. So I'm gonna get about a quarter size of white, and then the cobalt is our lighter blue. Just get a little bit of that. So what I want to do is I don't want to mix it all up because that'll just make a light blue. I kind of just want to introduce the two together. Get this paint, and then start spreading this on. Now, the blue that I have in the background, I can still let that blue show up, okay? I don't have to cover it all the way. Now, the lines, I can, here's my eraser, try to erase the lines or paint over them. Those are your two options for the grid. So again, I could erase the grid or just make sure I paint over the grid. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure some of that background color shows through. I'm trying to move this paint around. So that's what this palette knife looks like. Now I'm gonna try this one. Again, I don't just wanna use one color. I wanna have a little bit of another color in there. So I'm trying to get the background. If I wanna put some darker, I can add it right in. And you just get different types of marks than you do with a paintbrush. Now, what you don't want to do is scrape, okay? We're trying to spread this paint on. So I'm going to continue this in the background. Looks like I already need more color. Now, right now, I just have all my marks going up and down. I can also go horizontal. And I'm gonna be going around this cupcake and the plate line to fill in that background. So I'm gonna make more color. About a quarter size, just a little bit of blue. If I want more of that dark, I could just put it right in there. Think about frosting a cupcake when you're doing this. Again, I can go different directions if I want. We're just adding a very painterly texture. I still want some of that background color to show through. Okay, that's my plate line there. So I finished on this side. I'm gonna get over here around that cupcake. Let's use my left hand here. So I'm using the edge of the palette knife. Okay. Oh, I can see a little bit of a line. There we go. All right, so that is a palette knife background, and then I can see my cupcake frosting is gonna go here, and then this is where my plate goes. So now I'm gonna show you what this looks like on top of a different color. Problem is, this is huge. There it goes. Okay, so here I have a green. So if I'm doing the same thing, this is the same drawing, and I'm doing blue, I just want to make sure some of that green shows through. I don't want to cover up every little bit. So same idea, same technique, moving this color around. Try to get 2 colors on there. And spread that paint around. Again, I'm trying to let that underpainting peek through. Going around my cupcake frosting line. Again, you can go different directions if you want to. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like having the little bits of green showing through. Another thing to consider is having another color. So now I'm going to see what would this look like if I also introduce yellow. Maybe I want it to be more green, closer to the cupcake, right? So I'm just taking this yellow. Again, I'm not trying to scrape, I'm more putting it on top, spreading it, kind of mixing up as I go. So I just picked it up with the palette knife, put it down, try to spread the paint. Again, you could kind of go different directions if you want. Still trying to let that underpainting show through. Okay, I think you guys got the idea.